Hey, how you doing? I'm Chosen Joseph. I'm just waking up in this motherfucker, so bear with me. I'm gonna shave all the hair, shave up today. I'm gonna look pretty. I'm gonna look a lot different tomorrow. But today on my testimony, this is gonna be a good one. Um, it's tactics of good. How would we word it? Tactics of the dark side on Chosen One Star Seeds, Lightworkers White Hat across the globe slash Clone Wars. Yeah. Okay, so check this out. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna just give you like at random. It's not written down. It's not scripted or anything. So it's just gonna be raw. So just last night, I had a dream. Well, if you want to call it a damn dream, of with an old buddy of mine, Glenn, and I knew I was gonna do this video, but I'm just gonna start it right here. It was like 5 minutes ago. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking in my head. I was like, "Damn, Glenn." I'm like, "You in heaven?" He's like, "Yeah." So I said, "What about you and Adam?" Because him and Adam were good friends. I said, "What about you and Adam?" Because we all used to hang out, me, Glenn, and Adam. Um, and he says, "Man, that's fucking two clones, man." So Adam, a good friend of mine named Adam, is a clone. Well, he was a good friend. I mean, I don't consider him an enemy, but um, and Glenn, which is, I mean, I could take you to the town he lives in, and I could show you what they call Glenn, but he just told me in my intuition or my clair audience, haha. He just told me that that's clones. So that right there is just two people that I was friends with that at the time back then, let's say in 2021, um, to look back on it, they were acting a little weird. I wasn't privy to this clone thing at the time. Um, so that's just one example. And what I'm getting at is I'm a chosen one, a really powerful one. Um, and I'm not gonna say it no more. I don't like tooting my own horn, but if you want to ask around, you can. If you know somebody in the CIA, FBI, NSA, military intelligence, MI6, just go ask them. I'll let them tell you. Anyway, got that out the way. So another example. Um, I had a stepfather named Norman and a mother named Bonnie, and this is another one, okay? And I'm just telling you this. I'm telling you this stuff so if you're going through this, you know you're not alone, and to help you wake up to what they're doing. Okay, so I just named two of my friends, Glenn and Adam. Now they were acting a little weird back in the day, um, just out of character. And now I realize that it's not them; it's a clone, and probably the clone is being operated by a witch or warlock or something of that nature. This is a tactic of them. Hijack your family, hijack your coworkers, hijack your fucking bosses, and come at you in all kind of angles with people you think is who they say they are, but they fucking not. Okay, um, and they act a little out of character. So I got two of my friends. So now we're gonna move on to a coworker of mine, Misty. I was a shoe salesman at a Dillard's in Louisiana. I had a coworker of mine. Um, that was named Misty. Um, when she first got hired there, she had a certain demeanor about her, a certain way she acted, and then there was at one point in time that how can I say this? At one point in time, she just her demeanor, the way she acted changed, the way she The way she like the way she would talk to me. Like after this moment of time, I remember she was just more like cocky and trying to start shit and all that, and which is a term like when people like when people get angry or emotional or stuff. It's called loosh. There's a group of aliens out there called reptilians. They feed off of it. There's another group out there called Archons, and they work with the reptilians, and they feed off that. They harvest this energy. It's harvested everywhere. That's a whole another video. Matter of fact, let me write that down. Oosh. All right. Anyway, and let me just clarify this. I'm not like all you other little YouTubers. They gotta have the pretty little studio. My studio is under construction. They want to be all shaved up. Listen, it's not about the look. It's about the fucking information. So let's check this out. We're on the Dillards. I'm a shoe salesman, right? My testimony of the Clone Wars. So we covered two friends. Now we got a coworker. She was acting a lot of character. I just talked about the reptilians with Lush and all that shit. Well, there was one day where it really clicked, like literally really clicked. My third eye has always been open. I've always been able to see beyond the physical. And this one day, I come out the back of getting shoes, and Misty is to the right where men's suits and ties are at, where they get fitted for suits and ties, talking to Mr. John L. And I glanced at her, and I pulled back, and I looked back again, and there was a fucking reptilian there, and I could see the projection of Misty's body overlaying her fucking her vehicle. And I was like, okay, now this makes sense. So we have two friends that were acting out of character that were clones. Then we have another tactic which they use. They'll get a reptilian, usually working with a coven or the Freemasons. They're all going down. Um, I love them, okay, but they're going down. Again, this conversation is like a dog shit, a little bit all over the place, but we're covering it. We're getting it out. Two friends and a coworker. Two of them were clones. A coworker was a reptilian projecting the image of Misty. So then we have my other boss, Miss Farrell. She was my supervisor. She was replaced with the clone, and she's right here telling me, like, she's right, like literally right here. She's in her being is in heaven, but they might still have a little clone. Cute little short little lady, nicest woman you ever meet. And very professional. She loved me to death, man. I was one of her best, if not her best, shoe salesman ever. She just told me the best ever. Um, I could sell freaking donuts to a dude with diabetes and TV stuff blind man. I actually sold a pair of shoes to two different people that had one foot. Yeah, try that. uh, so I had two friends that were swapped out with clones. One coworker swapped out with a reptilian. A boss swapped out with a clone, and all four of these people had a certain demeanor about them. The way they acted was very different. Now we're gonna move on to some family members. My stepfather Norman, mother Bonnie, and Uncle Roger. These three people are still alive right now. Their clones are. They act a little out of character. Um, and the reason why I know this because the real them has come visit me in my dreams, like, and told me these are not us. Um, So what I'm getting at, I just covered some, and my brother-in-law, and my sister. Those three too, Mitch, Roy, and Teresa, have come visit me in spirit in heaven, but yet their physical being clones are still here. Now, all these people I've listed and named, I don't know when the exact swap happened. I know about when it happened. Um, but all these people that I've listed that were coworkers, family members, and friends, which is a tactic of the dark side, they will swap your bosses out with a reptilian that's projecting image. They'll swap your friends out with clones that are being operated by a witch or warlock or a gray alien, all as a tactic to um, I don't know, come against you in some kind of way. Um, and the way you defeat this is, first of all, don't let them get you. Be detached. Be detached from your emotions. Be detached from your thoughts. You can have emotions, you can have thoughts, but let them come and go. Don't be hooking onto them, okay? Second tactic, and listen, I'm not trying to be a Bible basher, but it's the dang truth, bro. Jesus Christ, the Christ within you. Have compassion, have love, um, be in a state of joy. Um, just be your inner child. If you like music, if you like eating certain foods or go and do certain things, honor that. Love your inner child. If you like walking, working out, it could be anything. Whatever your inner child used to do. Mine's music, working out, certain foods, cooking, um, inventing stuff, writing music. So honor your inner child. I have videos in my channel about inner child. The ascendant master of inner child and divine love within is Lady Nada, which is the higher self of Mary Magdalene. And they have Sananda Kamara, which is the higher self of Jesus. And they are of the sixth ray of the Great White Brotherhood in Shambhala. I know it's a lot to take in. There's a group of ascendant masters called the Great White Brotherhood. There's 7 rays, primary rays, 1 through 7. The sixth one's the indigo ray. It's Lady Nada and Sananda Kamara, which is the higher self of Jesus and Mother Mary. So that right there, um, it's some basics of my testimony, tactics of the dark side, the Clone Wars. Um, it could be your bus driver. It could be, man, it could be anything. So, but just find, be your, honor your inner child. Get close to Jesus Christ. Take care of yourself. Eat good. Work out. Fast. Detox. Pray. Um, and learn as much about this planet and reality as you can. Learn as much about this vehicle you can. The more you know, the more power you have. Knowledge is power. Um, this is my testimony. Um, Clone Wars, Tactics of the Dark Side, um, and I'm Chosen Joseph, and we're out of here. Peace.